Glad you're with us on Mile High Living. I'm Tanya Rush in for Gina Bellich. Zerorez is known for being the only no residue carpet cleaning company. Our own Gina, as you can see there, saw the magic in action inside her very own home. Shane and Jason Karen, Zerorez owners, share more about what it takes to clean, and with this no residue carpet, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It is huge. So
no residue,
what is this?
No residue allows your carpet to get cleaned the right way. Be soft, not crunchy. Residue attracts dirt back to the carpet. That's a problem because it gets dirtier faster, and you don't want that.
Look at this. We're going to get right to this, Jason. The name, Zerorez says it all. So how's this working without soap? Want me to help you out here?
Yeah,
Look
go ahead and step on that.
So the Zerorez patented system is what is allowing us to clean without having to use any soaps or detergents.
And this is live, you guys. You're seeing this.
We're cleaning dirt out of a carpet without using any soap. This is just powered water that's cleaning that soil out of this carpet fiber. So you leave a carpet free of any detergent residues. And the other thing that's awesome is this tool that I'm cleaning with is different than the industry standard. We control the fluid 100 times. It leaves the carpet drier than the standard tool. It doesn't leave extra moisture. It doesn't get to the backing of the carpet. So it's just a much better tool.
Can you see the Zerorez difference? And this, I'm looking at this firsthand, and so are you. Now, this is patented, right?
Yeah, a patented process.
Okay, which means only you can do this, correct, Jason?
We're the only ones in the industry that are allowed to use this system. The Brush Pro, the wand, the ZR wand, and the powered water. No one else can do this, and nobody else can use this system.
Let's step back over here a little bit.
If I step back, that slides that way.
So this is the wand over here.
No, that's the wand.
That's the wand.
This is a Brush Pro that we're gonna agitate the carpet in the heavy traffic areas when we come into your home. Then we're going to come through and clean with the wand and powered water and leave no residue behind.
So now we know all the pieces and how this works. We're seeing it live, but you have a spectacular special. Mile High Living viewers, you do not want to miss this.
That's right. So right now, if you will book a cleaning in the next 2 days by Thursday the 10th, book it by that time and clean it by the end of the month, we'll do it for $119 and give you one free area. That's a $55 value.
That's huge.
So three areas
one of the
for
best deals to date.
And it's only for Mile High viewers. So 3 areas for $119, fourth room free if you book it by Thursday the 10th and complete it by the end of October.
Now, isn't it amazing, and you can elaborate more, the effectiveness and the speed of this? I mean, that's what the Zerorez difference is all about, correct?
It's all about leaving no residue behind, because that's one of the problems in our industry, is leaving a residue and leaving it as dry as we can.
Feel that.
Yeah, I want to feel this.
Put it in the back of your hand,
right?
my God.
Yes.
So it'll be damp, but we will get dry times that are much faster than the industry. And it depends on how soiled the carpet is, but you're going to get a dry time anywhere from 2 to 6 hours.
I love this, you guys. Thanks so much.
Stays cleaner longer, not crunchy, and it's the right way to clean.
What else can we say about this? It's awesome.
Call us. That's what we can say.
Here's today's TV special exclusive to Mile High Living. There you go. 3 rooms clean, $119, plus get a 4th room free. Must be booked by October 10th and completed by the end of this month. Call 303-471-5150 to schedule today, or visit ZerorezDenver.com. They paid for today's clean spot. Keep it here. Or is it me?
I knew that was going to happen.
Is that torn? Huh.
I got it. I got it.
What, Bobby? Must just be my poor eye. It's my eyesight.
Stick it in my pants.
It seems dark. Was this turned? Was this turned? Is it just me, Bobby, or is it? There's something right here that's gone. No, that's our camera. Maybe not. Here we go, girl.
All right.
Hey, Ray. How's the time for, should I pick up read or am I good? That was awesome. Oh, football season brings on more calories. A handful of nachos. What? Add on about 350 calories. Add another 200 calories for a serving of boneless wings. What a shame. Time to tackle extra inches, bam, before they start piling on around the waistline. Reminded to Crow, cool sculpting specialist, MD Body and Med Spa. She shares a lot more. All right, tackling fat. Cool sculpting. How does this work?
Yes, so it's a great way to redefine our body. I know myself included, as well as I'm sure many of us out there hold on to certain fat parts of our body that we just can't get rid of through diet and exercise. And through the cool sculpting process, it's a freezing of fat cells. So once we get those fat cells down to a certain degrees, they actually process through the body, and it's a permanent result.
So we have to watch our diet, though. We have to watch the nachos and the wings and the pizza,
Yes.
right? All right. Well, it's tough to avoid right now putting on those extra inches. I'm thinking football and now Halloween. So why are you such a believer in something like this? Because it's easy to snack this, snack that, you know?
Well, the nice thing is I mean, some of us have been holding on to little pockets of fat since we were teenagers. But when we can be a little sensible in our diet and also get into the gym every now and then, we can at least do it for the outside of the body.
And here's some pictures.
Yes.
The flank area.
Yeah, so I mean, unfortunately, we do get fat on the back of our back.
Yes.
And also the stomach area is probably the most popular. But, you know, to be able to get 20% of someone's fat in that certain area is quite significant. You know, like I say, if you can pinch an inch, we can get it. Well, even if you have 2 or 3 inches, it doesn't matter because we can still fit it into the applicator. We can destroy those fat cells. And you know, being in the industry for as long as I have, a lot of competitors out there, they'll promise certain things, but they just shrink them. And then if you eat those nachos, if you eat anything else, it comes right back.
So a good candidate, would you say someone who does need to lose those couple to 5 inches, or is it on a case-by-case
It's
scenario?
on a case-by-case. That's why we always say, come in, get a consultation. That way we can kind of see what your goals are, you know, if you have a trip planned, if you have something going on, or just an overall wanting to better your appearance. And at that time, we can go through the process of how cool sculpting works. We can either go through with the treatment, which is little to no downtime, and you know, you'll be in and out of the office in 35 to 45 minutes.
And something else that's unique in your office is something that you call the sound wave, and that helps break down the fat much easier.
Yeah, so it's great because manual massage is incredibly painful. And not only that, you're not sure if you broke down certain pockets, so you can get uneven results. But with the sound wave, it's actually great because you get a really clean, efficient treatment. And it's, in my opinion, I've had it on my arms, and
You have.
you don't even feel it.
And that's one of the main areas is that part, especially for women. Just as we age, I mean, you can do so many of the exercises.
I've done enough tricep dips to last me, and it just didn't budge that little back of the, as we call, bat wings, and I loved it. I truly thought it was one of the greatest things that I could have done for myself.
And then also under the chin, that is something else as time goes on. I mean, it's something that we just can't help, but you can actually treat chin all the way down.
Oh yeah. The chin is great for men and women because it is a very stubborn to diet and exercise. So if you do have that, if you're holding on to it, we can actually redefine your entire jawline back out.
Well, let's go ahead and hear from a very happy customer.
Through my diet, I could control my weight, but there were always those stubborn spots that I just couldn't get to go away. And when I saw the ad and I knew that it was non-invasive and that the downtime was going to be nothing, I wanted to investigate. And so I gave them a call and went in for a consultation. During that consultation, I worked with Tina, and we talked about the areas of my body that I wasn't happy with and what was going to be within her power to fix. And so I was really excited by that and made an appointment.
It's important with tailgating season. It was just some of those calories, and we were mentioning that earlier. How does getting on, I mean, along with cool sculpting, how does on an exercise and diet plan that really doesn't it help speed up the process in a way?
Absolutely, because when we are clean eating, you know, trying to do as much exercise as we can, not even in the gym, even things outside, if we can take walks, it's increasing our lymphatic system enough that we're breaking down those fat cells that may be stuck in our system. It's a detox system. So to be able to treat that on the inside for someone, we can treat the outside.
Awesome.
And then that on that same note, if we're treating the lymphatic system at the same time, you can do the inward part.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for all the
you.
details. Be one of the first 15 callers, receive 25% off. Plus, if you call now, receive a complimentary sound wave treatment with purchase of a cool sculpting package. This is a $200 value. Call today, 303-220-1100. MD Body and Med Spa paid for today's segment. Don't go anywhere. If you struggle with burning pain or tingling in your feet, Front Range Medical Center's chiropractor, Dr. Dean Anderson, shares how to free yourself from peripheral neuropathy.
A lot of people may not know what that is, so explain.
Yeah, it's nerve damage, and it affects our peripheral nerves. So most commonly, patients will notice it in their feet. As it progresses, it can work its way up towards their knees. It can happen in the upper extremities where patients can get it in their fingers, where it kind of works its way up into their hands. But it's nerve damage. Again, it affects the peripheral nerves, and it's a progressive condition.
So a lot of people don't even understand how someone might get this. So how is that?
Well, the most common cause to peripheral neuropathy are blood sugar problems, like diabetes. Even pre-diabetics can get it. But there's lots of things that could cause it. It can be side effects of medications like chemotherapies, statin medications. It can be secondary to an autoimmune issue or chronic inflammatory problem. So that's one of the real keys in having successful treatment, is knowing why patients have it, because there is a reason. And I always stress that, Gina, because some patients are told, hey, it's idiopathic, we don't know why. There's still a reason, and we've always got to find out why.
And there's nothing worse than being told, you know, it's in your head or something like that.
Yeah.
You want to know what the reason is.
Exactly.
But what exactly are they dealing with when they have this?
Well, a lot of times it's just affecting their overall quality of life. You know, a lot of frustration because of the burning, sharp-shooting electrical pain. Patients can't sleep at night. They can't be on their feet for long periods. It's hard to take walks. We have patients who may not have pain but have a lot of numbness and lack of sensation. And those patients will have, you know, their fall risks. They don't feel comfortable driving because they can't feel the gas or the brake. So a lot of frustration because of the effects it has on their life, and a lot of hopelessness because they've been told nothing can be done, or they have to be on medications forever. So just really a lot of hopelessness around what they're dealing with.
Is this something that lasts just a short time, or could there actually be long-term consequences of this type of thing?
Well, no, if not addressed, it's progressive, so it gets worse. And, the long-term kind of consequences is just the quality of life things, not being able to sleep, more pain, affecting mobility. Very severe cases, you've heard of amputations, but that's real severe neuropathy. So, yeah, it's progressive.
So what's your approach?
So what we do in our office is we have an advanced treatment. It's electrical in nature. It's called electronic signaling treatment, and it incorporates really high frequencies and amplitudes of current. Nerves are electrical, and with this advancement in technology, we're able to actually address the issue, which is the nerve damage. So we see commonly significant reductions in pain, the burning, sharp-shooting electrical pain, so patients can sleep at night. They can be on their feet. Patients who deal with numbness can start to regain feeling. They can start to have better balance, feel more confident in their mobility, or feel more comfortable driving. So we're able to see a significant reduction in these symptoms.
Basic things that people want to be able to do on a daily basis. Yeah. So why are people seeing such great results from you guys? I mean, that is what's so wonderful here.
Yeah, I think there's two things to focus on. One is the advanced treatment we use and the technology, and that's why most people come into our office. But I never want to lose sight of the fact, like we mentioned in the beginning, patients have this for a reason. So we spend a lot of time in the beginning making sure we know why, ordering diagnostics, looking at past records, and we address the underlying issues of what's causing it as well. So as this advanced treatment is getting these nerves better, and patients are out of pain and they get their life back, we also want to make sure we address those blood sugar issues, those autoimmune issues, because that's what's going to allow for long-term success. And when patients have improvements, it makes them last and these symptoms don't regress.
Not just putting that Band-Aid on it. I love it, finding that. So folks, if any of what we're saying right now is something that hits home for you or a loved one, this is what you need to do right now. Call this number that you see on your screen, because what you can do is set up your consultation, which he's offering at a very discounted rate right now. So make sure you call that number, because they want to hear from you, and I'm sure that you're going to want to hear what they have to say as well, because no one wants to be in that. Now, in addition to this, we do have patients that have been very happy, and we want to listen to them.
And I have less pain, tingling, and numbness. That all adds up to me to a better lifestyle, because I know when I go to bed at night, I'm going to go to sleep, which makes for a better day the next day.
Okay, from what we just heard and what we heard from her, are those typical results?
Yeah, typically, a lot of times in the beginning, the first thing we'll see is reduction in pain. So the burning pain, sharp-shooting electrical pain. And as patients progress through treatment, they'll start to have better sensation, less numbness. But I mean, our main goal is just simple things. I mean, getting patients to where they can sleep through the night, get off medications that they're on so they don't have to be worried about side effects, allowing them to just take walks in the evening, have better balance, not be a fall risk. So those are the ultimate goals with our patients.
I love to, when you talk about this, what really makes your office unique, if you had to kind of pinpoint certain things?
Number one is the experience we have. I've been doing this for over 9 years. It is the sole focus in our office. All we see are patients who have neuropathy. The advanced technology we use is unique to us in the comprehensive approach. I mean, we're here to not only get patients better, to make sure that it stays like that.
All right, receive a $27 consultation. That's normally $245. Call 303-586-7897. The consultation includes a review of your health history, a neuropathy-specific evaluation, and a review of past records to determine if you're a good candidate for treatment. Call 303-586-7897 or visit denverneuropathy.com. Dr. Dean Anderson paid for today's appearance. All right, it's time for a Med Spa moment with Becky Venicelli, registered nurse and owner of Ageless Expressions Med Spa. She explains how you can turn back the hands of time with one of her simple procedures.
And of course, we are talking about Mona Lisa Touch.
Right, the Mona Lisa Touch is the first FDA-cleared laser to treat the vagina. And in doing so, it treats the symptoms of vaginal atrophy, painful intercourse, dryness, itching, frequent urinary tract infections. All these things can be reversed with 3 simple treatments.
Now, are these treatments painful?
No. Typically what you feel are maybe some mild vibrations. You might feel air the next day. You might feel a little sunburn, but it's not a bad sunburn. It's just results with no hormones, no surgery, no downtime. Just results in bringing the vagina back to a more youthful state.
So you mentioned this a little bit just a second ago, but who really is a perfect candidate for something like this?
We have a lot of great candidates. Women that are in menopause, either because of surgery, natural menopause, treatments such as breast cancer. Fantastic, because as we age and our estrogen level drops, that lining thins out, becomes really thin, dry, fragile. So it causes discomfort. This helps restore that vaginal health. It helps restore the collagen, so you get the thickness in the folds back. You get the pH back we had younger, so you get the moisture and you get the stretch returned.
Well, we have some wonderful testimonials, and when you listen to these women, you really know why they enjoy this so much. Take a listen.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer at 29. I had gone through 2 surgeries, radiation, was put on tamoxifen, and started experiencing all of the wonderful side effects of tamoxifen. This treatment is life-changing. It is something that you can do without feeling scared that it's going to make your breast cancer come back or cause other health side effects.
I was hopeful that it would correct the problem, and it definitely corrected the problem. There's no pain, no discomfort. It's really, there's nothing to it. And I definitely saw results pretty much immediately.
Okay.
And continue to see even better results. He's happier. Yeah, it's had a big improvement. My message will be definitely try the Mona Lisa. It's worked for me, and I'm very, very happy with the results.
All right, so Becky, 2 different women with 2 different situations in which they needed this. When do most women start to really sense or see some results?
Women that are sexually active, about 50% of our clients notice a difference within the first couple of weeks of the first treatment, almost the rest of them after the second. You think you don't need the 3rd treatment, and it's just icing on the cake.
What about side effects? These are all things I think people think about.
Side effects, absolutely. I mean, like I say, you might feel a little sunburn, you might have a little cramping. Really nothing. It's amazing how we can get great results with these treatments with no medicine, no surgery, just results. And we get to go back to the relationships that we've enjoyed.
So when we saw these women, they obviously had different backgrounds and different situations. Is there any other procedures or any other situations or conditions, I actually should say, that this treats as well?
Okay, there's a condition called lichen sclerosis, and I'm not going to talk about what it is, but if you've been diagnosed, we definitely have treatment options for you.
Okay, all right. And you sometimes couple this with the O-shot.
We do the O-shot even, I mean, it can be independent or it can be coupled with. The O-shot is we take your blood, we spin out your platelets, your plasma, and we re-inject it back into the vagina. And what it does is it helps generate healthier new tissues. It's your growth factors. It helps wake up your stem cells. It creates healthier new tissue and also increases sensitivity. It works great in conjunction with the Mona Lisa or independent. It's great for stress incontinence. That's what it was for. And it's also wonderful for women that have, recently had babies or it's been a few years and things just aren't the same. You don't have the sensitivity. You don't have the comfort. This is a great treatment option for that.
So there you go. You always are so open with your patients and people that come in and the clients that have to want to talk about a lot of things that seem kind of taboo or really something that they don't want to talk about. But you guys have a nice open environment there in your office where you really just say, listen, we can help you.
Nothing is off limits. I mean, we were the first company in the States, United States, to have the Mona Lisa Touch. Other than the FDA clearance sites, we treat up to 75 women a month for that, and we have qualified practitioners. I'm a registered nurse with over 20 years experience in the OBGYN field. We have a nurse practitioner. We have a board-certified OBGYN. We are specialists that are very qualified. Don't just let some laser tech take care of it.
Yeah, you guys definitely have a history behind this and know what you're doing. You also have an amazing offer. So if anyone's even worried then about the expense of what this might be, you say, hey, don't even worry about that, right?
Right. Come on in for that free consultation. If you come in today, we will even sweeten the deal. But even later on this week, it's about quality of life, relationships, and experience. That's our whole practice.
All right, here it is. Book your Mona Lisa Touch procedure today. Receive 33% off. If you can't make it in today, don't fret. Receive 25% off for booking later in the week. Call 303-872-5111. Aegis Expressions Med Spa is in Golden and also in downtown Littleton, so convenience there. Visit AegisExpressionsMedSpa.com, and they paid for today's segment.